holidays with a Miller's.
Who's ready to go caroling?
A new Miller's after a new Big Bang Theory, CBS Thursday.
New Thursday.
Killer kicked the door here.
I'm good.
Sherlock Holmes is many things.
What's he doing?
He, has a process.
Normal. Hey! Isn't one of them.
You beat the alarm. Child's play. You might want to replace these.
See why Elementary keeps getting Sherlock Holmes right.
Duty calls, as it always will.
Discover a new episode, CBS Thursday, 10/9 Central.
Presenting Subway Fresh Buzz. Subway, the official training restaurant of Robert Griffin III, Justin Tuck, Jarvis Jones, and athletes everywhere.
Let's go, drive on 3. 1, 2, 3.
With Andre Brown running for 2 touchdowns and Justin Tuck sacking Robert Griffin III 4 times, the Giants overcame a 14-point deficit in Washington to earn their 5th win in 6 weeks and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Good job, man. Got you a few sacks in there, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Bring on the flavor.
Lots of it. 3 words. Big, hot, pastrami.
Boom.
Pastrami is all you gotta say. The Subway Big Hot Pastrami is piled high and covered in melty cheese. Enjoy yours with mustard and pickles on freshly baked bread. Or go for the Big Philly Cheesesteak, a big flavor foot-long with tender steak, cheese, peppers, and onions.
Melty, toasty, and oh so tasty.
December only. Subway, eat fresh.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On an icy cold afternoon, the NFL on CBS welcomes you to Denver, Colorado and Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Getting set for Tennessee and Denver, the Broncos residing in the first spot in the AFC playoff picture. Meanwhile, Tennessee not out of it at 5-7. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Super Bowl MVP quarterback Phil Simms. A lot of storylines here today, partner. And let's begin with the return of John Fox, who had missed the last 4 games after having aortic valve surgery, open heart surgery. He'll be down on the sidelines here today.
Yeah, he will. We talked to John Fox on Friday. Pretty excited to be back in action. He looked good. He was in tremendous spirits. And I know his team, because he's a charismatic coach. He relates to his players. They're excited to see him back on the sidelines, too.
Well, let's talk about this weather now. You can't feel too sorry for us out here after seeing some of the blizzards back on the East Coast, but it is very chilly. 16, and it's going to be plummeting in the second half when the sun goes down. An Arctic blast here all week in Denver, and that brings up the question that everybody's talking about, Peyton Manning performing in cold weather. What do you think about all of that?
Well, we've heard a lot about it this week, that's for sure. I'll tell you the good thing for Peyton Manning, he threw the football terrifically against Kansas City last week. I know it was 50 degrees, but 2 days this week, they practiced in temperatures below 10 degrees. He was very sharp both of those days. We saw him on Friday. We'll see how it goes here today.
And a word about the Tennessee Titans at 5-7. They've won 3 road games. Every road game has been a 1-score game for them. They're a lot better, I believe, than people think.
Well, Mike Munchak says nobody believes we can win this game, but my players do. And when you look at this Tennessee Titans football team, they have guys that can make a difference on both sides of the ball. They're very talented. I think they're a dangerous team for the Denver Broncos.
This game is being broadcast in Spanish where available using the SAP button on your television. Denver won the toss and deferred. So Matt Prater will be kicking it away to Leon Washington, just signed a couple of weeks ago. Made his debut as a Titan last week and made some plays, especially in the punt return game. Prater at home this year, 45 kickoffs, only 4 have been returned. And this will be the 5th. As Washington takes it midway deep and is across the 20 and spins out to about the 27. A 33-yard run back, and out comes now Ryan Fitzpatrick in this Tennessee offense that last week had issues with maintaining the football. 4-turnover week in the loss at the Colts. But in that game, Fitzpatrick threw career touchdown pass number 100. Levitre, his left guard, coming with him from Buffalo, signing in the offseason. Kendall Wright on pace for about a 95 catch year. On first down, little play action and roll out, and the pass is caught by Shianko, who was just signed on Wednesday, and they go to him the first play of the game. As you see Jack Del Rio, the defensive coordinator, who goes back to that role primarily after doing a great job in the interim head coach capacity through 4 games. His defense up front will start today. Sylvester Williams, their first rounder out of North Carolina. Woodyard, who had a pick in the end zone last week. And the return of Rogers Cromartie, who's been battling a shoulder injury, as Chris Johnson gets that handle and picks up a couple. 3rd and 5 coming up for Tennessee.
Yeah, you look at this game from the Tennessee Titans standpoint on the offensive side. What they would like to do today, they like up-tempo offense. That's a good theory, except when you're playing the Denver Broncos. They like to slow it down, and they'd like to shorten the possessions of the football in this game if possible.
Now, we mentioned Shianko was the target on first down. Michael Preston comes up from the practice squad. He's in on this play on 3rd and 5. And the pass is caught by Hunter for a first down. The rookie out of Tennessee got in front of Webster, and the Titans will move the chains after a gain of 10.
Well, Justin Hunter, bottom of your screen. This was a steal in the 2nd round. They drafted him from the University of Tennessee. Just keeps getting better and better every week. And Ryan Fitzpatrick said, look, I will be looking his way a little more tomorrow because of the improvement the last few weeks.
Last week, the Titans in that game had 24 first downs, the most they'd had in a game in 4 years. They've got a first down here, and Fitzpatrick down the field, and he hits his man in stride. It's Hunter inside the 5 and pushed out of bounds. Justin Hunter, who picked up the first down on the 3rd down play a moment ago, goes for 57 yards on that one, the longest of his rookie year.
A lot of faith these wide receivers had going into this game today. What a throw by Fitzpatrick, right on the money. They've been watching all the games the Broncos have been playing, Jim, and they're seeing wide receivers making plays down the field against these defensive backs. This is a talented group the Tennessee Titans have. Great job by Justin Hunter.
Shonn Greene is the tailback here, and Quinn Johnson the fullback on 1st and goal. And is Shonn Greene, the former Jet, trying to bounce off that? Yes, he does. He finds the end zone.
He stayed with it. Shonn Greene, the bigger running back. They bring him in down near the goal line, and rightly they should. He was a power running back with the Jets. They go to the left side. Chance Warmack, boy, Taylor Thompson gets knocked down, but it doesn't matter. That's enough to give him a chance to get in the end zone.
And Craig Stevens stayed on his block on Miller, and eventually Greene found that little opening and found the end zone for his 2nd touchdown as a member of the Titans.
Yeah, that'll give him a little more confidence, and we sensed it last night. The coaching staff, the players, very confident to come out here and play against this Denver Broncos team.
Baronis, extra point. What an opening drive by the Titans. They go 5 plays, 73 yards. The big one, 57 to that man on the bench now. Justin Hunter. And Greene finds the end zone. 7-0, the visitors at the start.
Bags fly free so ideas can be shared. Bags fly free because everyday people need everyday things. At Southwest, we fly your bags for free because we believe low fares should never mean low service. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
This is nice.
I know. Great gas mileage, and it's fun to drive.
Well, you know that beats great gas mileage or being fun to drive.
Yeah, it'd be like somebody being loud or clear.
We need to slap the slippery fish right in the gill hole. Happy time feedback, frog face, submit landing.
That's weird. I like and better.
Yeah.
and is better. The 2014 Edge. Only Ford gives you EcoBoost fuel economy and a whole lot more. Go further.
How can power consumption in China impact wool exports from New Zealand, textile production in Spain, and the use of medical technology in the U.S.? At T. Rowe Price, we understand the connections of a complex global economy. It's just one reason over 70% of our mutual funds beat their 10-year Lipper average. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a prospectus or summary prospectus with investment information, risks, fees, and expenses to read and consider carefully before investing.
New Thursday, they gave their biggest client's daughter
I'm Sydney. We spoke on the phone. Oh, thanks.
an internship.
Bad idea. That's on me.
Robin Williams stars in a new Crazy Ones. Then it's Christmas 2.5 Men style.
Remember the first time you were rejected by a woman?
Yeah, when the maternity nurse handed me to my mom.
New episode after the Crazy Ones, Thursday, 9/8 Central.
Well, if you thought Tennessee was going to be a little pushover here today, well, take note of that start.
Jim, as we said on the on-camera, you look at this Tennessee Titans football team, they got playmakers all over the field on offense. Tell you what, they got some playmakers on the defensive side, too.
Trendon Holiday, usually the return man for the Broncos, inactive. They were waiting until warm-ups to make that decision, out with a shoulder. So this is Andre Caldwell taking the Barones kick out across the 20. And Peyton Manning and the Broncos will begin from the 26. This is an offense that's #1 in the league in points, yards, touchdowns, first downs, third down conversions, red zone touchdown conversions, all because of Peyton Manning, apparently on his way to another MVP season. There's Manny Ramirez, his center. We'll see a lot of Jarrell Casey today. And Eric Decker coming off that 4-touchdown game at Kansas City. It's a Denver offense that has scored at least 27 points in its last 15 games, and it's an NFL record. They fake to Moreno and roll out and find Thomas. Julius Thomas coming back after missing a couple of games. He had been out with a knee, and he makes a catch on first down for 12. This is a Tennessee defense that did not allow the Colts to find the end zone last week until the fourth quarter. I mentioned Casey. He's got 9 sacks on the line. Boku, one of the linebackers, and Griffin returns after being suspended a game for violating the NFL safety rules. First down carry it is by Moreno for 4. So Peyton Manning, he has his 13th year, Phil, with 10 wins or more. That's an NFL record. That came last week. He also went over 4,000 last week, and he keeps motoring along with staggering numbers.
Yeah, he does. And we talked about in the opening, it's been talked about all week. The weather today, it's under 30 degrees. We saw him at practice on Friday, very sharp in 5-degree weather.
Here he is on 2nd and 6, and he's got a completion to Decker to the Tennessee 40. He got in front of Alteron Burner for 17.
Single coverage on the outside. The Tennessee Titans will do this a lot. And of course, if you're Burner, you have to think that Eric Decker's going to go deep after what you saw last week. And right away, the attacking offense by the Broncos, different formations, making his Tennessee Titan defense think right away.
On first down, Peyton. And that one's incomplete. And that was off the hands of Wes Welker. And I mentioned the staggering numbers and the records ball. I mentioned the 10-win seasons, the 4,000 yards. And by the way, broke his own team record, which was set last year at 37, now with 41 touchdown passes. And of course, that means that the 50, the record that belongs to Brady, is in jeopardy with 4 weeks to go. 2nd and 10 to the ground to Moreno. Galloping inside the 30 and down to the 21. Zane Beadles helped open it up, and then just some good hard running for 20 by Moreno.
You said it, Zane Beadles, number 68, pulls around the tight end, blocks down. Nice job. And Moreno, last week, every week, Jim, plays with passion. You talked about it. Tough running and great start for this Denver Broncos offense.
He's going to step aside for this play. Montee Ball, who went over 100 against the Chiefs, is now the running back, rookie from Wisconsin. Manning's pass up in the air, incomplete. He was going back to Decker.
Well, you know, the one thing we don't really talk about enough when you see this cold weather, We saw a football go flying through the hands of Wes Welker. That was a tough catch, but it does, no matter what you do to them, they're going to be harder, slicker. Sometimes it's tough for the receivers.
Yep, 2 drops already, 2nd and 10. And that is Ball stretching it out for about 7. You make a good point, though, with a couple of passes that could have been caught. There's been all kinds of stats worked out this week, and we triple-checked it. Peyton and temperatures under 30 degrees, 1 and 5. And it's not like those are exactly poor opponents he's been playing, and then you have other factors when you have cold weather, like we've already seen with the drops.
Well, the drops, the fact that he played in the game where he started against Buffalo, and he came out late 17th game or 17th
week 17, played a series, and
so,
that was it. Counts against the record.
But I understand that what everybody says, he has struggled physically a couple times, so that's what gets everybody alerted.
On 3rd and 3, what a hit it was by Griffin, who makes the stop on Moreno and holds him to a gain of 2.
Boy, this is what you want your safeties to do. And Michael Griffin comes out there and sizes him up and makes a perfect form tackle. Broncos going forward on 4th down.
Yes, they hurry to the line here on 4th and 1. What do you think?
Well, it's a good idea. I like it. They're moving the football. Always be alert for the run in this situation.
They're perfect on the season. 4th for 4, making 5 for 5 as Moreno chugs ahead for 4 yards and 1st and goal.
I got all the answers up here. You know, I'm pretty good. But this is John Fox. He knows when they do this, everybody, especially inside the 10 to the 20-yard line, everybody is playing pass. They worry about it. So the run game for the Broncos is even more, it's even better once they get inside the 20.
Yeah, John Fox sits out 4 weeks, heart surgery, comes back and makes a gutsy call. And 1st down throw is to Thomas, Demaryius Thomas. Tackled just inside the 2.
Yeah, Demaryius Thomas happened to be back. You know, had a little knee injury, overcoming it. Not 100%. We talked to him on Friday and pretty excited to get in the game, see how his knee feels, and get back into action. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Julius Thomas. That was Demaryius Thomas that caught it.
So Demaryius Thomas takes it down close to the 1. And it's a 2nd and goal from here. Big shuffle pass, and that is read by that Tennessee defense. Foku helped clog up the middle. This Tennessee defense, by the way, has only surrendered 8 touchdown passes the whole season. That's the fewest in the league.
Well, they got a good pass rush at times, no doubt about it. That play didn't work that time because nobody got up the field to create the running lane for the shovel pass forward.
Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Ball is in the backfield. Peyton's going to throw for it. He runs and throws, and it's incomplete. And there is no flag. He was going for Welker. Sends the ball on the coverage.
Yeah, good coverage that time. As you watch it come out, they love this. They do not get the pick. Sensabaugh stays right with him, does turn for the football, did not interfere, and going forward, this is an easy decision where they are inside the 1-yard line.
4th and goal, and then rolling out. Peyton throws. Got an open man for the touchdown. Wes Welker. And the Broncos convert twice on 4th down on their first possession.
That's why Peyton Manning threw the football on 3rd down. They knew they were going to go for it on 4th. And they have many options. They love this one. It's just the same play that we just saw, except this time he goes in the flat. Wes Welker, this is one of their favorites. That could have been called. That could have been a pick. It definitely was a pick. Demaryius Thomas ran into Sensabaugh and picked him off.
But it ends up being the 10th touchdown of the season for Welker. He becomes the 4th Bronco to have 10 touchdowns on the season. That's a new NFL record for one team. 6 completions by Manning to 6 different guys. The 6th man to catch one, Welker for the score.
This handle's really nice.
Yep. It's a great ride and it has great gas mileage.
Oh, beats choosing a great ride or a great gas mileage.
Yeah, it'd be like using nuts or bolts. Wonder what these nuts are for. I like and better.
Uh-huh.
and is better. The 2014 Ford Fusion. Only Ford gives you EcoBoost fuel economy and a whole lot more. Go further.
Use Chase Freedom at Amazon.com and get 5% cash back this quarter. So you can find the perfect gift for everyone, including you. Activate your 5% cash back at chase.com/freedom. Chase, so you can.
What's up with the kittens?
They're super soft.
Yeah, but why don't you just wear a Hanes Comfort Blend shirt? It's just as soft as those kittens.
Why don't we ask Michael Jordan what he thinks?
Dude. Comfort Blend t-shirts and underwear, our softest ever.
Honestly, I'm a little old-fashioned. I love chalk and erasers, but change is coming. All my students have the brand new Surface. It has the new Windows and comes with Office, has a real keyboard so they can do real work. They can use Bing Smart Search to find anything in the world or last night's assignment. And the battery lasts and lasts, so after school they can Skype, play games, and my favorite, do homework. Change is looking pretty good after all.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. The new Windows, one experience for everything in your life. And by Ford. Only Ford gives you EcoBoost fuel economy and a whole lot more.
We saw the polar bear a moment ago and enjoying the balmy weather here today, and look at the Broncos enjoying spreading the wealth on the season. There it is, first team in NFL history, 4 players with 10 or more touchdowns. And before it's all done, they could have 5, as Decker, after his 4 last week, is at 7 on the season. As Prater, and he's gonna have another one run back by Washington. Leon Washington to midfield. Got blockers up ahead. He holds the record for kickoff returns. He shares it, and he almost got it all to himself. Leon Washington, 95 yards before Mike Adams brings him down at the 3.
There's quite a few good blocks as you watch down the field. One there, and you come down the field, knocking a guy down, and Leon Washington still has the life in those legs to make these big plays happen. He was so dangerous early in his career. Went to Seattle, New England, now here with Tennessee. Boy, Mike Munchak last night pretty excited the fact that they had him returning kicks for him, Jim, and I can see why.
Well, he was on the Patriots roster, was never healthy. They waived him a couple of weeks ago, and the Titans snatched him up. He shares with Josh Cribbs most kickoff returns for touchdowns at 8, and almost had it all to himself. First and goal. Handoff. Johnson. And he is just short, waiting for the signal. I thought he might be across.
I think he's in. Yeah,
there he is. Took him a while.
They're waiting to see that he has the football. It's always a delayed call, but what a push on the right side. Chance Warmack in the center. Brian Schwenke, 2 rookies. Oh, beautiful job. Warmack helps double team, gets on the linebacker. Chris Johnson follows him into the end zone. Hey, we keep talking about these skill guys. These 2 rookie offensive linemen, Ryan Schwenke and Chance Warmack. He's way in the end zone, easy touchdown, but they're blocking in the run game. That's what has this Tennessee team, the excitement. So many young players have a chance to really make a mark in this league.
And his 50th career on the ground touchdown. All thanks to Leon Washington. A little one-play drive covering 3 yards. That's what you call it. Baronis adds the extra point. We have 2 touchdowns on the last 2 snaps in this game. Leon Washington, welcome to the Tennessee Titans, making a difference.
And what would this pretty little girl like for Christmas?
I'm thinking the Ford Fusion.
Oh, the what?
I need a car that's stylish and fashionable, especially in my line of work.
Now, do you have a little lemonade stand?
Guys, I'm in fashion. But I also need amazing tech, too, like Active Park Assist. It practically parks itself.
And what color would you like?
I'll have my assistant send you over some swatches.
Oh.
Get a Fusion with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 Ford Credit Holiday Bonus Cash during the Ford Dream Big sales event.
A
I'm burning up the track, chasing fame, and it's a second ahead. I'm on fire, and victory is in my hands.
Grab hold of our spiciest new tastes and pull to win millions of prizes with a chance to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
I came in a customer, but I leave a legend.
There's something for everyone to win at McDonald's.
Looking for some Christmas shopping ideas? Go to CBSSports.com. Free shipping right now this weekend. CBSSports.com/holiday. And there is no, again, Trendon Holiday back to receive the kick. That's behind the Titans bench. Free refills today. Chicken broth and hot chocolate.
Wow, I have never heard chicken broth. I can kind of hot chocolate for the players. I mean, I know for you.
I know you wouldn't even have it up in the booth, much less when you were playing.
Well, yeah.
You think it would slow you down a little bit.
Absolutely.
I don't see any marshmallows to the side there either, do you?
What's hot chocolate without marshmallows?
No, you can't do it. Can't do it. Hey, there's Omar Bolden now. He's going to take over deep responsibilities for Andre Caldwell. So this is their third-team kick returner. Bolden down at the 20. Now let's go back first to the Broncos touchdown.
Yeah, let's just go back to watch this. Here comes the block inside. They do it all the time. Here comes Wes Welker outside. But since the defender is 1 yard near the line of scrimmage, that's why you're allowed to go in and block them. Think about it this way. All it is a screen. As long as the defender is close to the line of scrimmage, you can block them. So look at that as a screen down to the goal line. A good job by Denver knowing the rules and taking advantage of it.
Play action and right back to Moreno. Oh, ball's out, incomplete. As Bernard Pollard was right in on him for the hit.
Well, as good as they rub those footballs up, and Jim, these football teams nowadays, led by Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, by the way, they got this rule changed. You can see that there's a little shine to them. Why? Because it's cold and dry. Even with gloves, this thing could be slick today.
2nd and 10. By the way, you had an assist in that. Learning to rub up the footballs.
Well, I'll tell him.
You're the one who implored him to go do that.
Yeah, quit asking me what to do. Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, get it done.
Running play, big hole. Moreno, another huge gain. His second carry for more than 20 yards. Running behind, that time, Luis Vasquez for 25.
You know, it's not always checking the run plays. Oh, that double team blocking to the right side, that was awesome. And they are great double team blockers, this Denver offensive line. And you said it, Vasquez, Ramirez, they get it. Moreno reads it the right way.
So 2 carries of at least 20 for Moreno, and here's the pass to Decker for 7. Over to the Tennessee side of the field.
When you play this Denver offense, you're on the defensive side. Jerry Gray, defensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. Your front 4 or front 7 have to be great against the run. If they're not, you are not going to win the game. Because if you single the wide receivers, you have no chance, because everybody that catches the ball for the Broncos is good.
This is Ball. About a yard shy of a first. You saw Jerry Gray, the defensive coordinator. Plus, you got Greg Williams on that staff. And Greg was back with the New Orleans Saints when Peyton and the Colts met in the Super Bowl. So Greg's, you know, he's had some success.
Well, they played Peyton when in any other conference all those years when he was with the Colts. They know him well.
3rd and 1. Ball is stopped for no gain. So they're now 0 for 3 on 3rd down, but they're 2 for 2 on 4th. Will they go for it again?
Well, this is a much riskier proposition, no doubt, right here. Trying to look down there, it's Cameron Wembley that gets in the backfield and makes the hit. John Fox and past years, this was not even a thing. That punting team would already be out there, but a little different with Peyton Manning as the quarterback.
Yeah, the right tackle, Orlando Franklin, shaken up on that last play. Of course, they already lost the left tackle early in the season, talking about Ryan Clady. And Franklin, the third-year man out of Miami, who's done a solid job at right tackle, is going to hobble to the sideline and will also step aside.
Are you listening? Snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Verizon now has the gifts everyone wants. Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 is now $99.99. Plus, ask about our tablet trade-in offer.
Before using her new Bank of America credit card, which rewards her for responsibly managing her card balance. Before receiving $25 toward her balance each quarter for making more than her minimum payment on time each month. Tracy got the Bank of America Better Balance Rewards credit card, which fits nicely with everything else in life she has to balance. That's the benefit of responsibility. Apply online or visit a Bank of America near you.
This handle's really nice.
Yep. It's a great ride and it has great gas mileage.
Beats choosing a great ride or a great gas mileage.
It'd be like using nuts or bolts. Wonder what these nuts are for.
Today's starters intact for the first time since week 2. Matthews takes it out to midfield as we check out the 11th ranked Giants.
CBS Friday, 9/8 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon. Holiday savings on the gifts everyone wants. And by Macy's.
We're back in Denver, and the Broncos are going to punt here on 4th and 1. Maybe influenced by the fact that Orlando Franklin was shaken up on that last play, the right tackle. And it's Colquitt getting the fair catch at the 8-yard line by Washington. So here we are, 14-7 in the early going, and the Titans off to a pretty darn good start.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to go back to that 4th down situation. I think if Denver would have gone for it, I go, what happened to John Fox? You know, because he's I think one of the most conservative coaches in the NFL, or smart ones. I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but he tried one early. That would have been a big risk. Good decision, punting the football.
So now the Titans, after the fair catch by Washington, have the football at their own 9. There's a flag down as the pass is complete to Shenko. Shenko, who made quite an impression with his ability to understand the playbook.
Holding offense, number 70. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
As Shenko came in Wednesday, and Ryan Fitzpatrick couldn't say enough about how Shenko, an 11-year veteran, walked in and knew what he was doing, a true pro. But the play comes back after Warmack's called for that.
Yeah, no, it's a big play, of course, and you have to, if you're the Denver Broncos now, Ryan Fitzpatrick, if you give him a chance, he will run with the football. Did a good job that time, getting outside the pocket and getting the completion.
1st and 14 as Johnson falls backward for 3. Well, the Titans, when you look at a mirror image, if you will, as you see Coach Mike Munchak, as to their opponents, the points scored on the year almost identical. Look at these numbers that match up. Completion percentage, fumbles.
It's really incredible, and it's one of the first things I look at every week when I do games, and I look at that and I go, my gosh, that's a 6-6 team if you've ever seen one.
But they're 5-7. They should be 6-6. 2nd and 11. And Fitzpatrick's pass is dropped. That was Hunter that time, who had his hands on it.
Webster that time on the coverage stays tight to him. Little grabbing, got that right hand in between.
Boy, that almost got tipped by Phillips at the line, but Webster seeing a lot of action as Rogers Cromartie, who's been nursing a shoulder but got the start today, is out at the moment. Third and 11 from the goal line. Fitzpatrick in trouble, and he's able to avoid the safety. He is sacked by Malik Jackson at the 1.
Boy, this Malik Jackson just gets better every time you look at him. And they did a good job staying in front of Fitzpatrick. He could not run. Every game, Jackson makes a couple big plays, has gotten much bigger in his career, stronger, and can play inside and outside. Very valuable to the defensive line.
So now Brett Kern, everybody jammed in there tight. He's at the back of the end zone, a former Bronco punter back in 08. Had pressure, but booms it to Wes Welker at the 46, his own 46. And Welker tripped up at the sideline. A flag is down near midfield.
It's one of the reasons why you punt the football, Jim. You punt it, you get them down inside the 10, let your defense do the job, and start.
Illegal block in the back. Number 45, wearing a run back. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Scott Green calls it. Rogers Cromartie, who had been out on those defensive plays, was in on special teams and got called for that. 14-7 Titans, first quarter.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell me who's in charge here?
I am. This is Chris Kringle. He'll be helping out today.
Oh, but I made an appointment with Mr. Macy at 4 o'clock.
Is there a Mr. Macy?
Not since before I was born.
Chris, can you please take me off the naughty list? I'll do better. I promise.
Nice costume.
I'm Santa Claus.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Pull it.
Mail your letter to Santa at Macy's and we'll donate to Make-A-Wish. Together, we'll collect 1 million reasons to believe.
Hello. Bring home Despicable Me 2. I'm so happy! The #1 comedy of the year. With 3 all-new mini-movies. Only on the Despicable Me 2 Blu-ray Tuesday.
Smooth and distinctive, Budweiser Black Crown.
You're comfortable here. It's where you email, shop, even bank. But are you too comfortable? These days, crime can happen in a few keystrokes. American Express can help protect you with intelligent security that learns your spending patterns and can alert you to an unusual charge instantly, so you can be a member of a more secure world. This is what membership is. This is what membership does.
Sherlock Holmes is many things.
What's he doing?
He has a process.
Normal isn't one of them.
You beat the alarm. Child's play. You might want to replace these.
A new Elementary, CBS Thursday, 10/9 Central.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
It is 16 degrees. We expect the second half, it might be under 10, as you see Winston Justice now at right tackle, in for the injured Franklin. And Moreno's got a yard. Tomorrow on CBS, Melissa McCarthy, Billy Gardell, all new Mike and Molly, the hit comedy on CBS 9/8 Central. And by the way, as you look at John Fox, there's been thinking here for the last hour that the Broncos' path to the #1 seed was going to be really opened up with a Cleveland upset over New England. That may not be happening. 2nd and 9 as Manning connects with Welker at the 40.
Now everybody says, you know, you got to mix it up. You got to play some zones. Watch number 83 go into the middle. This is what happens when you play zone defense against Peyton Manning in this offense. It's like it's like 7-on-7 where there's no defensive lineman or anybody out there. He might not miss a pass against zone defenses.
50-50. Right.
Fakes the short pass now, almost intercepted. I'll tell you, getting a good read on that was Pollard.
Pollard baited him. Watch Bernard Pollard. He acts like he's going to run out and cover the back. Instead, he stops and breaks back underneath the pass, and Peyton Manning, lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Went right through Pollard's hands. Pollard, who got a Super Bowl ring past February as a member of the Ravens. Another one of the free agents acquired in the offseason. They spent $100 million on free agents. Did Tennessee. 2nd and 10, Denver. Great protection. Manning's got a wide open target. Moreno somersaults to the 26 and a gain of 13.
Protection's great. They're thinking run. They love to run it on 2nd and 10 to get ready for the 3rd down, but taking no chances with the football. Again, a zone defense. Look one way, defense reacts, throw it to your running back and pick up big yards.
8 first downs already for the Broncos in the first quarter. Down the sideline, the throw beautifully on the mark, and it's caught for a touchdown. It is Eric Decker picking up right where he left off in Kansas City. 26 yards, beating Alteron Burner for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's what we saw all day Friday in the cold weather. And nice route by Eric Decker. Manning changes up this time. He threw it on a line, and the trajectory of the football, beautiful, gets past Burner before he can find it.
We talked to Burner last night. He said, having played a couple of times against Peyton, I've learned you've got to be all over the guy that you're covering. And cannot have any separation at all.
That's right, you can't. And what did he say about Eric Decker? He has a great knack and a skill at the last second, getting that forearm on you and pushing just a little. He did that time. That created separation in the touchdown.
And they had familiarity, Decker and Burner, because they actually were in pre-draft workouts together, trained together in Arizona. So the touchdown actually is under review. They're reviewing to see if he was touched down. If there's contact that happened short of the goal line, that might be the case. We'll be right back.
It's your son. Mom, hello, can you hear me?
What are you doing?
I dropped my phone in a toilet. I'm putting in rice to dry it out. Hello?
You washed it off first, right?
Hold on.
I got the landline.
No, that's in rice too.
2 years is too long to wait. Introducing Jump from T-Mobile. Upgrade when you want, not when you're told. Get the Sony Xperia Z for $0 down at participating T-Mobile stores now.
Here's a question for you. If every U.S. home replaced one light bulb with a compact fluorescent bulb, the energy saved could light how many homes? 1 million? 2 million? 3 million? The answer is 3 million homes. By 2030, investments in energy efficiency could help Americans save $300 billion each year. Take the energy quiz. Energy lives here.
By the end of December, we'll be delivering
through 12 blizzards blowing,
8 front yards blinding,
6 snowballs flying,
5 packages addressed by toddlers. That's a cue.
4 lightning bolts,
3 creepy gnomes,
2 angry geese,
and a giant blow-up snowman that kind of freaks me out.
No one delivers the holidays like the U.S. Postal Service. Priority Mail Flat Rate is more reliable than ever. And with improved tracking up to 11 scans, you can even watch us get it there.
Back with Scott Green's verdict.
After reviewing the play, the receiver, while he's catching the ball, his foot touched the knee of the defender. He is down at the 2-yard line.
We've been watching this during the break, and we also saw contact on Decker's fanny pack. I thought it might be the first time you see the knees collide right there, the foot. And there was also another little brush with Decker, but he's down at the 2. Right there, there's contact too.
He should be down where the football there. Well, whenever, yeah. So I guess it would be just on the 2-yard line. So it's a good mark by Shonn Greene. And what'd you say? What else did he hit that?
Fanny pack.
The fanny pack.
It could have been the first time a fanny pack cost somebody a touchdown, but there was contact elsewhere.
Yes.
Nonetheless, first and goal for Denver. To the end zone and incomplete. Trying to find Demaryius Thomas.
Little change up there. They have so many routes they run down inside the 5 and 10-yard line, and you think, okay, I got Demaryius Thomas one-on-one. Everybody else is on the other side. You expect to fade, and there's the change-up. He ran to the sideline, but Peyton Manning just threw it too hard.
And these Broncos thought, again, they may have a 2-game lead on New England, but the Patriots scored 2 touchdowns in the last 61 seconds to win against Cleveland. Second and goal for the Broncos. Movement by Justice, who's come in at right tackle.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, second down.
You look at the Broncos on the precipice of officially closing out the AFC West with that big win last week against Kansas City, sweeping them and having the 1-game lead over the Patriots the rest of the way for them. Really, it's about holding on to that position as a 1 seed and having home field throughout.
Yeah, no question, holding on, but keep marching forward. In other words, keep being aggressive. They have been so far today.
Second and goal. At the goal line, the pass is ruled. Still waiting word, and from the far side they say touchdown. Back judge confirms it. Welker has his second touchdown.
Well, it's another changeup.
Some of the Titans were saying he didn't catch it.
Well, we're going to get a good look at it. You think he's going outside, but he stops and comes back in. It's pretty close, but it looks like to me, my first reaction is he has possession of the football, even though he's got it.
Previous play is under review.
Folks in Denver are a little restless. They're already tired of the reviews after one was taken off the books. I wonder about this one move all the way to the ground. Right, watch this, right there, the ball's out again.
And let's watch, the hand is up. You know what, there it is, great shot from behind.
Yep.
The football is on the ground before he gets possession, I think, completely right there. The ground helped him catch the football.
And then from the other side, you saw not only that, but also a later little bobble.
But how about that look, though, Jim? So we've seen Wes Welker from that position go outside twice. So they fake going outside. Cody Sensabaugh is waiting on it. Then he breaks back in, and he's wide open. So it's really, what do you do when you're covering one-on-one against these receivers against the Denver Broncos down inside the 5-yard line?
So will it be touchdown or will it be third and goal?
Well, you pointed out right. I think that what we saw there, that the ground helped.
Will be third and goal at the 7 or a touchdown. Here we go.
After reviewing the play, the receiver did not maintain possession of the pass. The pass is incomplete. Third down and goal.
Yeah, what made the throw not be on target too? Peyton Manning moving up in the pocket and kind of got off balance and forward. And when you get a little forward as a quarterback, when your upper body goes forward, watch when he moves up in the pocket and it throws off his time. And see how his upper body just goes forward a little bit. That's going to drive the football down and lower. And you see why they ruled it incomplete.
Well, it's the best third down offense in the league, although so far the Broncos haven't converted today. Third and goal. They've had what they thought were 2 touchdowns taken away, and now they'll try to earn it for the third time. Peyton from the 15 in heavy traffic just throws it away. And how about this for Tennessee? As pressure was being applied by Rapati Putuatoa.
Oh, you can, there's the reason why. Peyton Manning very upset right away looking at Demaryius Thomas. He turns. I'm not sure what the route was supposed to be. and he immediately is up and walking to find out what went wrong. You know, look, I watched him in practice on Friday, Jim, and we were watching every little route. If it's just off, you can see the discussions, the talk. They keep talking about it to make sure they have all the communication down pat.
25-yard field goal attempt from Matt Prater. The kick is good. Only his 17th attempt of the season, and he's made 16 of 17. 14-10, though, Titans able to avoid giving up a touchdown.
'Twas the dad who had to find 2 gifts mad quick. Phones for twin girls. Yeah, that would be sick. He needed a place with every carrier plan and phone for sale. 'Twas the mobile holy grail.
The man in blue did show him a nice one.
The largest 4G LTE network with coverage from Verizon.
Stole my rhyme, blue shirt.
His girls were happy. 'Twas the world's greatest dad. If I wrote these lines myself, it wouldn't be as mainstream and family friendly.
Save on great gifts like the Samsung Galaxy S4 at your ultimate holiday showroom. Best Buy.
Peyton discussing things with Adam Gase, his first-year offensive coordinator. They thought they had Decker in the end zone, but that play was reviewed because it was ruled a touchdown on the field. Automatically, of course, has to be verified. And then Welker, they thought had scored. That got overturned again on the automatic review, and they have to settle for the 3.
I'm watching Adam Gase, though, the offensive coordinator on the bench, and he's shaking his head too. So there's nothing worse, and we're not sure, of course. Coaches, the mental errors by players doing something wrong, it's drives them crazy, of course.
Leon Washington, last run back went 95 yards. This time it'll result in a touchback. I've been talking about that Patriots comeback victory. You can't believe the Browns let this one get away. It was Cleveland 26-14 with just inside of 2 minutes to go after Cleveland scored a touchdown to apparently put the game away. Brady drove him down, got a touchdown. Edelman was a big target of Brady's, and then they recovered an onside kick. In fact, I'm just serving this one off of having this nugget in my hip pocket so many years. The Patriots as a team had not recovered an onside kick since 1994 when they recovered one against Cleveland.
Yes.
When Belichick was at Cleveland.
I was there for that game.
1st and 10, and that's Johnson stuffed at the line. So it's a huge win for New England to keep the pressure on Denver and stay in the 2 spot ahead of Cincinnati, because had that, of course, gone Cleveland's way, the Bengals would have, by virtue of a head-to-head win against the Patriots this year, would have moved up to the 2. But New England, Belichick and Brady find a way to do it again. Here, it's Tennessee after 1, 14-10.
We have 4 hours to find your dad a gift, and he's got to have the best, so we need to stay focused. James, you're my rock. Can you keep it together? Sally, look at me. I need you to step it up, okay? We don't want the petting zoo all over again.
I can't make any promises.
Wow. I never doubted you guys for a second.
AT&T makes you the hero this holiday season with iPhone 5S for 0 down with AT&T Next.
Oh ma chérie, comment puis-je te montrer mon amour? Il ne suffit pas de
Let love shine. Dazzling diamond gifts she'll adore, starting at $1.99. Zales is the diamond store.
Someone's clowning around. No! But the biggest shocker...
That looks like your ex-wife.
...is who's fooling around.
Wow.
New NCIS. Then, these agents keep America safe.
It's the target.
Locals call him White Ghost.
You want me to find him?
No, you're gonna kill him.
TV's top 2 dramas. New CBS Tuesday.
Yes, it's not Philadelphia, which was a blizzard today. And the Eagles defeating Detroit in that one. It's cold, no question. But snow-free on the field. And clear skies after flurries this morning. 2nd and 10. And second straight play, they run it with Chris Johnson. First play of the second quarter goes for a couple. Jim Nance and Phil Simms on the scene here with Lance Barrow, Mike Arnold, and all the crew.
All righty, Wesley Woodyard, you saw him in there on a tackle. They're trying to give him some breaks today and have Paris Lennon spelling because it's a long year. He's played a lot. He's not a really big linebacker. Trying to save him for this stretch run in the playoffs.
Fitzpatrick goes to the gun on 3rd and 7. And there was movement. Hold on a minute now. Robert Ayers was late to react to the whistle. I think there was movement. False start left side.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Thursday on CBS, Academy Award winner Robin Williams and Sarah Michelle Gellar in an all-new episode of The Crazy Ones. Thursday at 9/8 Central, only CBS. Third and 12. Fitzpatrick's pass out of bounds in the area of Nate Washington.
You got some good pass rushers, 3rd and 12. You got a big crowd noise. You got to make a decision and let it go. That's what Fitzpatrick does. Nobody open. That was basically a throwaway.
So a 3 and out for the Titans. 2nd straight one for them. Kern to punt it to Welker. No pressure on the punter. Into a slight breeze. Welker, 10-yard space before the first defender, and is swallowed up by McCarthy after an 8-yard run back following a 48-yard punt. Peyton Manning back onto the field, down 4.
Hurry up, it's cold in here.
Relax, we're checking the manual. Whoa, this minivan is loaded. Available forward collision warning, Pandora compatibility, available lane departure warning, and what?
Uh-oh.
This sucks.
We understand life in a minivan. Introducing the first minivan with an available built-in vacuum. Start something special in the redesigned Odyssey from Honda.
As your life and career change, Fidelity is there for your personal economy, helping you readjust your retirement plan along the way. Rethink how you're invested and refocus as your career moves forward. Wherever you are today, a Fidelity IRA has a wide range of investment choices to help you fine-tune your personal economy. Call today and we'll make it easy to move that old 401k to a Fidelity IRA.
Hey! Why didn't you get me from the hospital?
Hey, Pumpkinberry, something happened?
I sent you like 100 texts. Jerk.
Jerk? What? Oh, hey, they're coming in now, sweetie. Wait, you fell off your bike? You broke your arm. I'm gonna hunt you down, all caps.
2 years is too long to wait. Introducing Jump from T-Mobile. Upgrade when you want, not when you're told. Get the LG G2 for $0 down at participating T-Mobile stores now.
CBS Wednesday. Remember the kid everyone bullied? He's all grown up.
How's it feel? He's targeting the bullies and the adults who did nothing to stop it.
This guy used his bare hands to kill his victims.
Now he's looking for payback.
New Criminal Minds, CBS Wednesday.
Back in Denver with the Titans defense back on the field, facing Peyton Manning and the Broncos, who start another drive outside their own 40. Franklin is back in at right tackle, setting up a screen here, and the Titans read it, hold it to 1. Again, it was McCarthy who made the tackle on the punt coverage, who brings down Moreno after 1.
start for Peyton Manning today. Real sharp with the football. This throw right on target. Of course, the famous rub plays on the outside, which they're tremendous at.
Second and 9. Stretch play. Moreno for 2.
You know, we saw that screen play the play before. When you play this Titans defense now, they're not afraid to take chances. So I look at it when you play against them, throwing the screens to the running back, take advantage of their pass rushers getting up the field, and stay away from the outside screens to the receivers, because everybody's been attacking those plays against this Broncos offense the last few weeks.
0 for 4 on 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 7. Pass complete. 1st down, Welker. He had Jason McCourty on the coverage, and he got the inside position in the 1st.
Yep, it's an automatic blitz from that defensive front. Good job that time with Moreno picking up the blitzer inside, and you always have to be alert. Wes Welker inside, you think he's going out, he comes across. That's one of the first things you do against an aggressive defense, cross the field with your wide receivers.
From the Tennessee side of the field, out of the backfield again, and right around the neck, that is Pollard, who swings Moreno down. You know, a week ago we were in Kansas City, and Mike Agard, our whole crew captured this shot of the emotions of Knowshon. And of course, he had to field questions about it all week. He just said, I just am an emotional guy. I have my heart's filled with a lot of appreciation, but man, the reaction this week, it was a internet wonder as Manning throws for a short gain to Julius Thomas. Yeah, I heard stuff like waterworks, you know, the giant tear duct deluge, the town crier. There are all kinds of different terminologies used because no one's ever seen rivers flowing like that.
I know. Are those supposed to be funny? I mean, because I don't get it. You know, why are they trying to make fun of a situation like that when it was heartfelt? But you know what I mean? So the people, the things they say, I guess it's because it's football and you're not supposed to ever show that type of emotion.
It's nice, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
At 3rd and 3. As Manning has a man open, it's Ball, and he drops it at the 20. He was wide open.
Well, last week they did this formation. What did they do? They sent him underneath, and it almost won the game. What's the fake and then the go? That is well done by Montee Ball, except the drop. But that's taken advantage of, Jim. That's what they do. Peyton Manning, Adam Gase, the offensive coordinator, they show you things, you prepare for it, and then they're going to give you the next dimension to it. That was the move go. Just didn't take advantage of it.
Ball, who's had issues this rookie season, fumbling, that time prevented the Broncos from having a 1st down at the 20. So now, Whitten Colquitt hits the knuckleball down to the 10. Fair catch by Washington. Yes, it is. Well, now we're down to 15 degrees. Temperatures falling late afternoon in Denver with Tennessee on top 14-10.
You know, with new FedEx One rate, you can fill that box and pay one flat rate. I didn't know the cold thing was real.
It's very real, David Rivera.
Rivera? David.
FedEx One rate. Simple flat rate shipping with the reliability of FedEx.
Oh, Smaug, you really were as great as the old tales say.
This Friday,
The darkness is coming.
The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Midnight screenings Thursday, everywhere Friday. Rated PG-13.
I need 2 more for table 12.
No problem.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Thank you, everyone who has ever loved a Honda. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Tyson and Glenn. Thank you, Ryan, for letting your Odyssey take you to 1st through 5th grade. Thank you, Hugh and Lucy, for making your Accord part of the trio. Thank you all for making your Honda more than a car. Thanks for making them something special. Honda.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, in theaters everywhere December 13th. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the game's most refreshing beer. And by the redesigned Honda Odyssey. Honda, start something special.
We're back, 1st and 10 run. And that is Shonn Greene up ahead for about 7. And you saw the skiers on those billboard shots. And the Rocky Mountain area, of course, getting a really good start to the season this week. 15 right now, feels like 7. And again, the temperature will be dropping.
I got off the plane Friday morning about 9 o'clock, I guess it was. How cold is it out? -5. Pretty cold up here today.
2nd and 3, and up ahead they go. Greene has a 1st down, and Tennessee's had poor field position its last 3 drives, and now finally able to pick up a 1st down. It had been a while.
Yeah, you know, Shonn Greene, bring him in, a more physical runner, of course, than Chris Johnson, and that's what you need to do. Let this offensive line, it's big and physical. Let them fire out, hit the guy, and let the running back make some tough yards.
It's Greene for a 3rd straight play, and that's Paris Lennon. We got hands on him right away for no gain.
Yeah, somebody forgot to pull, or there was a blown assignment. 2 unblocked Broncos right there in the running hole.
So far, Peyton Manning has thrown 23 passes, only 6. Actually 5 attempts and 1 sack, so 6. They had 6 pass plays. 1 was a sack. Mike Otto on the line right now, eligible as a receiver for the Titans. 2nd and 10. And here Fitzpatrick's going to throw. And that was a ball that should have been caught by Kendall Wright, and there's a flag down back in the area of the quarterback.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 58. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
It was Miller who was coming from his blind side, trying to get there in time. He got there late.
Oh, man, big
to
time.
The helmet.
Late, launched himself, crowned the helmet. That is going to be, hey, look, we don't determine this. That's going to be a fine without question.
Well, it's going to be a little lighter, huh?
Beautiful throw by, oh boy, I'll tell you, Ryan
How about this throw with all of that? Look at this.
It's right on target. Got the hands. He let the football get by him, Jim. He should have had his hands turned the other way, catch it in front, much easier.
So the penalty is stepped off out to the 40. And that's Chris Johnson for 1. Mike Munchak went into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton back in 01. The great lineman that he was with the old Houston Oilers. And, you know, you think about coaches who have been a Hall of Famer in their playing careers, guys like Ditka, Art Shell, Bart Starr. There aren't that many of them, really. Mike Munchak.
No, he's a frustrated coach, of course, because he knows they got a lot of good young players, guys that can make a difference. It hasn't fallen in place, and really losing his quarterback is a big reason for that.
2nd and 9, and across the middle, incomplete. Heading back to Hunter.
But I think also, Jim, just talking about Mike Munchak, you look at this game and how you coach. You've got to know who you're up against. Look, he courted Peyton Manning during the offseason.
Came close.
He knows what they have to do. Shorten the game, and also as a head coach, you've got to be aggressive in your decision-making because you know it's going to take a lot of points to win this game today.
Well, he told us last night, other than the people in our room here at this hotel, no one believes we can win tomorrow. But we do. That's what he said. They face a 3rd and 9 with 8 minutes to go, 1st half. Pass caught, but short of the 1st. It's Washington. And Rogers Cromartie.
Here's a decision right here. 4th down.
Yeah, the spot actually with the forward progress has it 1 yard away.
He's thinking about it. That punt team is not rushed out on the field.
The thing is, when you make these decisions against Peyton Manning, you know if you go ahead and punt it, he might have it right back to the 49 had you missed anyway in about 2 plays.
Not second guessing, though. Right here, 1 yard against a lot of good athletes on the other side. I would punt it and make Peyton go the whole way.
They're going to go with Chris Johnson at running back. We got a timeout first.
Oh, he had it too. Could have ran outside.
Called by the Broncos. So 4th and 1. Maybe it'll be reconsidered. We'll find out after the break.
Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on.
We sure have it great here.
I know, right?
Movies, music, space as far as the fry can see.
Ha! Good one. A great storm comes. We're all doomed.
That guy isn't all there.
Come on, it's a Honda. They're built to last.
We understand life in a minivan. Introducing the first minivan with an available built-in vacuum. Start something special in the redesigned Odyssey from Honda.
We make the most popular mall Santa in Pittsburgh. We make thousands of things that are more than just things. NFLshop.com.
This week, Dave's all new with Julia Roberts, Billy Crystal, The Talks, Julie Chen, Emma Thompson, Josh Groban sings the top 10, and Monday, catch Stephen Colbert.
Watch the wild scramble on the Denver defense, and Von Miller on the right side signaling a timeout. They got it. It was officially on Denver. The timeout, that is 4th and 1, and they've got Johnson at running back, not Shonn Greene. They play action fake, dump it to Johnson for the first, and let the speedster go to the 30, and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, that's the aggressive call. What a call by Mike Munchak. You got to make these decisions before the game. He told us, I thought it was risky, but with Chris Johnson in there, Jim, during the commercial, that tells you they're going to run outside or throw it. Good job.
That's the play, basically, that worked last week on 4th and goal at the 1 for a touchdown.
That's right.
Fitzpatrick, it was more like a shot put than it was a pass, but it was his 100th career touchdown pass. And he had Chris Johnson sign the football. Shonn Greene back at running back. And Greene's got a lane to the 20, to the 10, chugging to the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown. He got a huge block by Quinn Johnson, the fullback.
Up inside, he's a power runner, little counter, nice blocking. Craig Stevens, the tight end. Quinn Johnson, oh my gosh, does he do a great job knocking the defender to the ground.
Quinn Johnson was on this team last year, got cut, and then got re-signed on Wednesday. And he pancakes one defender as Greene takes it in for his 2nd touchdown today. This goes from 28 yards. So the 4th down gamble pays off, and Munchak, gutsy call, and he is rewarded. His Titans lead at 21-10.
We count ourselves among those people. Introducing the quicker, sleeker, smarter, best Civic SI yet. Made possible by Honda.
The Intel-powered 2-in-1. The new guy got it for spilling coffee on his old computer. A tablet and laptop in one? You've been asking for a new computer for years. Are you going to watch things happen or make things happen? That should do it. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
The mentalist's first day with the FBI
Face down on the street.
could be his last.
I was so sure I had him figured out. Welcome to my life.
A new Mentalist CBS tonight.
Thursday, 'twas a holiday big bang with plenty of cheer as they imagined what if Sheldon weren't here.
Come on, Leonard.
Coming. A new holiday Big Bang Theory. Then,
Merry Christmas.
jumpstart your holidays with a Miller's.
Who's ready to go caroling?
A new Miller's after a new Big Bang Theory. CBS Thursday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by K Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America. Every kiss begins with K. And by the new Intel-powered 2-in-1s. Intel, look inside.
That's an 89-yard touchdown drive engineered by the Titans. In 8 plays, they had a couple of 20-yard plays on the touchdown drive, including the actual score itself from 28 out, Shonn Greene. 1 touchdown on the year before today, 2 already in this first half. And Moronis will send it to Caldwell, who's back in as the deep returner. Line drive kick, caught at the goal line and tripped up at the 18. And you see the Titans' urgency in signaling the sideline to get back over, get someone out to help Nate Irving, but Nate Irving does move here. Caldwell ran into his own man here, right in the back of the helmet, back of the neck. Look at the right knee. Ooh.
Yeah, for both of them. Caldwell also.
You know, while he is helped to the sideline, I want to go back to that timeout called on 4th and 1 on the Titans touchdown drive. It's charged to the Broncos. You see in the foreground Miller calling, and look off in a distance running down at the same time. Munchak was also wanting a timeout. So he has saved the timeout, ends up picking up the first, and later gets the touchdown.
Well, what that tells me is that they were probably going to run the football. Mike Munchak was like, you know, let's throw it, or that indecision on their play call because the defense not ready, never got lined up.
Broncos down 11, just inside 7 minutes first half. Manning across the middle. The underneath throw to Demaryius Thomas, gains 4. Tonight on 60 Minutes, a Navy SEAL story of bravery and survival, plus the people who knew Nelson Mandela best. On 60 Minutes tonight, only CBS. 2nd and 6. The give to Moreno, and we'll set up a 3rd and a long 2. It's brought down by Griffin and George Wilson.
Yeah, George Wilson, a safety brought in here. He plays linebacker, covers tight ends in passing situations, and Mike Munchak said, hey, George Wilson, good leader, been a great addition to the football team this year.
3rd and 3. Moreno comes back to flank his quarterback. Pass to Welker for the first down. The crossing route for 5 and a new set of downs.
That was interesting. They were trying to run the pick to get Knowshon Moreno down the sideline for a big play. And Peyton Manning, good job finding Wes Welker. Good job getting off the receiver and making the tackle also.
Welker with 4 catches, 1 touchdown. That's Julius Thomas to the 39, gain of 8. You were talking about Thomas earlier. He coming back from a gimpy knee. He'd missed the New England game and he'd missed the Kansas City game.
And he just gives this offense another weapon, hard to match up, can go deep. Ex-basketball player, very talented.
2nd and 2. And that's Ball. Takes several Titans to bring him down at the 48 of Tennessee. And a run of 13.
You know, Montee Ball, a little different runner than Knowshon Moreno. And just, Jim, you can see when he's on the field that he's noticeably bigger. So when you can throw the football and do what you want a power runner in there sometimes, and he really fits the bill for him.
It's Michael Griffin on the far side. It's shaken up. And Decker's coming over and trying to, I would suspect, make a play that Griffin wasn't really hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, you know, listen, that's always a dangerous thing to even insinuate. People think that anybody gets hurt against the Broncos' hurry-up offense that they're faking. Decker's still talking to the sideline over there.
So now they bring in Damian Stafford for Griffin. 1st and 10. Fake into the line, down the field, completes. 1st down, again it's Decker. And he's barking out something to that Tennessee sideline as he picks up 11 with that one.
Yeah, good job, good fake. Decker in that position, a lot of times he'll go down the middle of the field. He breaks out. Werner's close, but Peyton Manning right on target.
And a whistle first. False start against the Broncos.
False start, offense, number 87. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And Griffin's still getting some attention on the bench. 2 plays ago, that was Griffin who launched into the pile trying to bring down Ball.
Just like we said, Jim, you see Griffin still on the sideline getting checked out.
1st and 15. And a screen to Ball. Knocked down for a 1-yard loss. And again, it's Bernard Pollard.
Boy, Bernard Pollard, that's why you're getting really a terrific tackler, an enforcer near the line of scrimmage. That's what the Baltimore Ravens called him, the enforcer. A couple times a day, he's made some great reads and made plays.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 16. Wide open, Welker, close it in. Reached out and grabbed it. He was able to beat Stafford, who was in there for Griffin in the secondary, and gains 29.
Typical play by Peyton Manning so many times over the years. When he sees it, it's pass protection. He's going to fake it. The linebacker can't get back. And look at the throw again. Right on target. Great pace to the football and touch. He's able to do that because he's a terrific body thrower. Uses his legs and everything to make the throws down the field. That's why they turn over, and that's why they're so active.
On 1st down, Manning to the end zone, and it's incomplete. And that is, by my count, the 5th ball today that was dropped. And to talk about Peyton Manning, in cold weather, does he throw the ball with the same amount of zip? He's 20 of 30, and he's had 5 drops.
Oh, that is right to the stomach. I don't know if Pollard, does he nick it?
Yes, he does.
I think he might have.
He does.
Just that little, because Bernard Pollard, why I thought he might have hit the football, pretty excited once the play was over.
1 second north of the 2-minute warning. And a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Broncos. Down 11.
Yeah, Manning's loose, the body's loose. You can tell his arm is rested, throwing the football with power.
Flags coming in from the end zone. as the pass to Decker goes for no gain.
That play's been tough on him the last few weeks. Good reaction by the defensive backs.
Holding, defense number 24. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Cody Sensabaugh called for holding. Right there, he brought Welker down to the ground with him.
Good call.
Be an automatic first down for the Broncos.
Get hungry, mates, for new butcher cuts from Outback. Hurry in. We're grilling up our special bone-in New York strip, bone-in ribeye, and pork porterhouse. All with your choice of 2 sides, starting at just $14.99. Butcher cuts for a limited time at Outback.
In the Nation, we know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because what's precious to you is precious to us. Just another way we put members first. Because we don't have shareholders. Join the Nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
The Levion family have been masters of jewelry design for centuries. This Levion collection is amazing.
Maybe it's time to start your own.
Kay Jewelers presents today's Levion collection, featuring exclusive Levion chocolate diamonds from the Levion family, where the latest in fashion meets fine jewelry. One more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
It's
a work of art.
Every kiss begins with K.
Feel the beat of the NFL with the Bose Cinemate 1SR. One speaker under your TV and a wireless bass module give you powerful sound that makes game day even better. Bose, game-changing sound.
Bose, official home audio sponsor of the NFL, takes you inside the game with sounds of the NFL.
Are you not entertained? Let's go! Let's go! 90 seconds.
Feel the beat of the NFL with Bose Sound. Discover how at Bose.com. Bose, game-changing sound.
Thanks to you, CBS has TV's top 2 shows. NCIS and The Big Bang Theory. The top 3 new comedies, The Millers, The Crazy Ones, and Mom. And the #1 news program, 60 Minutes. Thank you for making CBS America's most watched network.
Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. JV, Dan Shannon, Boomer, Coach Cowher. The 1 o'clock Eastern time game recaps. The updates on the late action. Coming up from our studio in New York, the Verizon halftime report. Coming out of that 2-minute warning and coming out of a holding call against Tennessee. Sets up 1st and goal for the Broncos. For the end zone, Julius Thomas. Did he get him down? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Denver.
What do you do on the defensive side? So many tough matchups as you look across the board. Catch 1, 2. Boy, looks like he got that right foot down just in time.
Yes, he did.
Another beautiful throw by Peyton Manning. And again, he turns it over on these passes down the field. The ball goes up, and look at the nose of the football, comes down quick. That's how he can drop the football in there and be so accurate.
A flag just, for some reason, I'm told, came down.
The previous play is under review. Also, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 31. That penalty will be enforced after review of the play.
Well, this is for Bernard Pollard. It's going to be enforced on the kickoff. Well, when does he have full control? Just be careful here because this ball does juggle a little bit. The feet, masterful job. But watch the football.
He's got control of it, still got control of it.
This angle right here. Watch again.
Yep.
What point does he have?
Yeah, he's got it the whole time, Jim.
Okay.
I know it doesn't look great.
No question about the feet.
Yep. Now, is he going to the ground? As he catch the football? As he's making his catch? You could say that, and the answer I would say is yes. Does he keep it through the process?
There's the divot, if you will.
Yeah, that's a good skid mark.
See, the ball at one time does adjust. That's a very, I think, of all the replays, that's the important one, if there's going to be any debate at all, is that one coming toward the camera. You see the ball shift a little bit.
Yeah, it shifts, but I'm going to say he still had control of it.
The fans are restless already.
Yeah, it's 10 degrees.
Well, they've already had 2 touchdowns taken away by replay. I think it's going to hold up as a score.
Yes.
This is the one where the ball right there, he readjusts. That's the only thing that they could be questioning. Scott Green has the answer.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
By the way, we were talking about the guys back in the studio coming up. I hate to tell Shannon Sharpe because, you know, he's had a Hall of Fame career and he's in Canton, but his single season touchdown mark for a tight end in Denver franchise history has just been eclipsed. It's number 11 for Thomas. Shannon had 2 seasons of 10 touchdowns, 96 and 98. It's 11 for Julius. Prater adds the extra point. And watch, the Pollard penalty could be significant because Denver deferred. So it's not a smart penalty here. It happens unsportsmanlike after the play. Now they're going to kick off with a short field. And Denver, who knows, could still possibly get the ball back before the half and then get the third quarter kick.
Very true. You know, I want to go back, though, Jim. Julius Thomas, how about that? Played basketball for 4 years at Portland State. That 5th year goes out, thought he was going to be a wide receiver, runs on the field the first day, sees the wide receivers going towards him, and the tight end coach goes, Julius, over here. So, oh, yeah, we decided to put you at tight end. But what a transformation and what he's done to the NFL. Little unlucky with injuries, but coming through big time for the Broncos so far this year.
Well, he only had 1 catch his first 2 seasons because he, again, as you said, was battling an ankle injury. But now with the 4 grabs today, he's at 49 catches this season and 11 touchdowns.
And you know what I learned about talking to him? Guys out there, listen to your fathers, right? His father said, you know, hey, this basketball, it's good stuff, but give it up and play football. No, Dad, I think I can make it basketball. Well, Dad was right.
Prater, let's go ahead and take the touchback. In the Verizon halftime report, the guys are getting ready to go through all the highlights and the storylines from a wild day of action. All those East Coast games battling weather today. How about Miami's win over Pittsburgh? Baltimore and Minnesota. My goodness, there were 4 touchdowns in the last several minutes of that game. And Flacco threw the game winner with 4 seconds left. And he said after the game, it was a crazier finish than the Mile High Miracle.
Pretty strong statement.
Yes, it is. Wasn't quite as much on the line, but it's a huge win for them in the playoff chase. It's Wright. Kendall Wright finally getting on the board. He's been the top target on the year. That's just his first catch, and it goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, they need a first down big time, this Tennessee offense, because like you said, you already created or talked about the scenario. They keep Peyton Manning off the field for 1 more drive before halftime, and then when they come out for the second half. That was a good drive starter. Didn't get as much out of that screen to Kendall Wright as you would hope.
3 timeouts for the Titans. 2nd and 7. They're going screen. Nothing there as Fitzpatrick is dropped after the throw by Phillips, as well as Jackson has already gotten to him once.
You know, Jim, I was just going to say the one thing, this Denver Broncos defense, they give up plays. You can get big pat, but look at this defense here. They just have a lot of different looks. Jack Del Rio, very aggressive, and they get Malik Jackson, another rusher, come free. Fitzpatrick cannot even complete the screen.
They drop back to the gun. That Denver defense has a couple of timeouts. Short throw in traffic. And watch Denver call a quick timeout here as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, that play, that almost has no chance against a defense like that. They're standing up. The offensive linemen, especially when you have young guys, they don't even know who to block. And the one thing about this Bronco defense, there's a lot of bad stats out there, but they have speed and they do make plays. It matches the Broncos offense because they're both aggressive.
Welker back to the 30, and there's going to be plenty of time here. Denver with one timeout. They, of course, did spend one after the tackle on third down, so they've got one timeout. They're going to have about a minute left. And Kern set to punt it for the third time today. And it's his best yet. Welker has to go all the way back to the 15. And a flag, a whole bunch of them are out. 62-yard punt. And the return's going to be compromised by penalty.
Illegal block in the back, 53 during the run back. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Steven Johnson whistled for that. Hey, next Saturday, all the pageantry. One of the great games there is in all sport. The passion, the pride, it all comes with Army-Navy. Coverage starts at 2:30 Eastern Time next Saturday after #1 to be Arizona takes on Michigan in college basketball in Ann Arbor. Army-Navy next Saturday. CBS.
Ryan.
Penalty brings the football to the 15. And another flag out. And 5 more going against the Broncos.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, Manny Ramirez, the center, was trying to make a late call. In other words, trying to help the offensive line out to make sure Peyton Manning doesn't get hit. Watch the center. Going to use his left hand. Peyton really didn't give the offensive line enough time to adjust.
Third false start against Denver. Manning to the sideline and caught right on target with Decker.
Well, Derek Morgan, I've been waiting to see because he's had a pretty good pass rush the last few weeks, but lots of time, a lot of space, and just a little shove to the ground.
Go!
2nd and 3 with 49 seconds, and open and incomplete. Diving attempt by Welker that time.
Beautiful throw. Again, he just lets it go, and that's what I saw at practice. This is what we saw last week. It's about 35 degrees colder now than it was. And this football, perfect spiral. You know, he even said, hey, I throw a lot of wobblers, Peyton Manning, but they go for touchdowns. And he's been spinning it the last few weeks. Well, that is perfect.
That was a good throw. And by the way, Griffin is back in at safety for the Titans after being shaken up. 3rd down throw. Batted down, and flag is out. It's going to be called on Verner, who had coverage on Decker, but too tight a coverage.
That's right.
Interference. Defense, number 20. Ball will be placed at the spot of foul. First down.
This kid Verner out of UCLA, what a bright young man he is. Tops in the NFL this year in takeaways. That's 5 picks, 2 fumble recoveries, and a math major extraordinaire for the Bruins of UCLA.
Terrific. Love playing against Peyton Manning. I thought so when I saw it, and the replay verified it. Tough call against Verner.
Peyton with 39 seconds. Almost intercepted by, I just mentioned, Verner leads the league in takeaways. He almost got his 8th of the year.
Every time there's contact, everybody that's watching TV in the stadium, they just, well, it's got to be pass interference. Let's watch it. Eric Decker, very physical receiver. Contacts down the field.
That was outside of 5 yards.
Yeah, it was. Little contact outside of 5 yards. Could be a makeup. That's a good no call in my book.
You said, how do you apply a math degree with football? And he says, problem solving. That's what it's all about. 2nd and 10. Incomplete, dropped again.
Well, he's got a big problem on the other side. His name is Peyton Manning. That was a hard shot on Wes Welker that time.
And Welker is going to need some attention from the sideline. He was hit by George Wilson, the former Buffalo Bill. One thing, you don't want to get in an argument on the football field with your helmet off. That is not a very bright move. And he better be careful. He's already been flagged once here for unsportsmanlike conduct, Pollard.
Well, you know, that helmet is not supposed to come off.
Might have been Pollard, not Wilson. Let's see here on the hit with Welker. It was Wilson, 21.
It's not an illegal hit.
No, it wasn't, was it?
No, it was not. Just caught him and bent his head forward. You know, Wes Welker, all those years in New England, all those short passes over the middle, Jim, we've seen him take so many hits, and of course he has to. When you catch these passes over the middle.
Inside a minute, when there is an injury, it is a charge timeout.
Charge timeout.
Final timeout.
To the Broncos because of the injury.
That's right.
Here in the final 2 minutes. So they're out of timeouts, 31 seconds to go. And Welker's head just got caught. It was completely clean play by Wilson.
Yes.
Manning with 35 attempts in this half. That's the second most first half attempts he's ever had in his career. Got all kinds of time. Fires it at the 45. It's caught by Demaryius Thomas, who tried to lateral it for a moment, thought about it. He had Moreno in the area.
Clock's running.
He picked up the first down. Clock down to 10. And the spike at 7.
Look at Peyton Manning, the time, left, worked his way all the way across the field and found Demaryius Thomas. And the fact, right, that, and then when he gets up, the exchange between Demaryius Thomas and the official hurt the offense, cost him about 6 or 7 seconds because they couldn't get the football spotted.
Again, Denver out of timeouts. They've got the altitude and they got the big leg of Prater. If they could get about, who knows, 10 yards, could have a shot here if they could get out of bounds. And there's the catch made by Tammy.
How about that play, though? They had a play set up just for that. Tennessee protecting the sidelines. They block the guy that's protecting the sideline and pick up 7 or 8 yards. Really well done by the Denver Broncos offense.
We're going to see an attempt here at an all-time record field goal in NFL history. We believe it'll be from 64 yards for Prater. 63 the record. Of course, Tom Dempsey, Jason Elam, a former Bronco, and now for the all-time mark from 64, Matt Prater's kick is good! History is made!
That'll get you fired up going into the locker room. I saw him make them from 60 yards during warm-ups, but those are not official NFL game footballs, which are harder to kick. And he flushed it.
There had been 4 made in history from 63. I mentioned Dempsey, the epic kick against the Lions long ago, some 40-plus years back. Elam here for Denver had done it. Janikowski of the Raiders had made one from 63 here, And David Akers, in fact, had one that measured 63. But this today is 64. Never before has anyone driven one through in the National Football League from that distance. Until now. Joe Scarpetti was on the hold as Dempsey kicked the game winner at the old Tulane Stadium. That's when the record was set. It was matched 3 times, and it held up all these years until just a moment ago. Matt Prater from downtown Denver. It's 21-20, Tennessee at halftime, and you're watching the NFL on CBS.
He will kill to save his wife.
She's dying. That doesn't mean it's okay to kill the president.
Now she knows his secret.
Is it true?
New hostages, Monday, 10/9 Central. New this January.
We connected a human being to the information grid. Internet, telephone, satellite.
That is a great party trick. You're here to keep it safe. Him, not it.
Federal agent.
Gun!
Took a bullet for me? What are you doing?
My job!
Two Broke Girls. Monday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. Only CBS.
Enjoy your riches, lads! Today, you fight for your lives! You'll all be dead, men! Raise the black flag, lads!
Assassin's Creed 4. Available now, rated mature.
Sunday's not over until it's final. Our experts wrap up the battle for first in the NFC South with highlights and analysis you won't find anywhere else.
Cam is playing exceptional.
NFL Game Day Final tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, live on NFL Network.
For every late night, every weekend worked, every idea sold. You deserve a Cadillac, the fastest growing full-line luxury brand in the United States, including the all-new 2014 Cadillac CTS, Motor Trend's 2014 Car of the Year. Now during our season's best event, get the best offers of the season on our award-winning products, like the 2014 ATS and SRX.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
As we welcome you back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report, what a highlight for the Droid.
Yes, JB, and now we have a new NFL record holder for field goal. Matt Prater, 64 yards. It was a four-way tie for the longest at 63, but now Matt Prater stands alone in the annals, 64 yards.
That is simply awesome, Shannon, no question about it.
Single-digit weather by
yeah. No question. Back here in the studio with Dan, Coach Shannon, and Boomer. Let's get you caught up on the rest of the action.
Yeah, it's a big NFC West showdown right here. You're going to see Russell Wilson going to hit Luke Wilson on this crossing route. 3 Phil Dawson field goals, 14-9 Seattle leads, but San Francisco is driving with less than 2 minutes to go.
Guys, who's my fantasy player today? Well, there's Fitzgerald, right? Carson Palmer, 16 of 17, 169 yards, including this touchdown to Larry Fitzgerald, who has 8 catches already in the first half. They're on top 14-3.
And the Chargers are all over the Giants. Right here, Phillip Rivers, he finds Keenan Allen in the corner of the end zone. That's a second touchdown on the day. It's 24-0 Chargers.
All right, early games, fellas.
Coach it.
All right, Rob Gronkowski, watch this new rule right here. They fear right here with this hit. He may have been lost for the year. This hit by T.J. Ward. They have to talk about these new rules where the players are going low. But in this second half of this game, Tom Brady had 323 yards alone in the second half. That touchdown right there to Danny Amendola. Billy kind of tried to tie it up, but fails in his 58-yard attempt. And New England comes back from a 19-3 deficit to win that game right there.
All right, guys, Cincinnati goes to 9-4, takes over number 3 in the AFC playoff seeding. Right there, Andy Dalton, 24-35, 3 touchdowns. He's going to run one in here at the end. They're going to go on to win 42-28. Very impressive win. They're 6-0 at home now.
The most interesting game of the day. Adrian Peterson's going to get injured on this play, carted off the field, did not return. Colby Gerhardt gave the Vikings the lead. Jacoby Jones runs a kickoff back to take the lead back for the Ravens. Cordarrelle Patterson. That's right, Cordarrelle Patterson. I don't even know why you did that. 79 yards, 26-22. We got to win in Minnesota. No, you don't. Joe Flacco, Marlon Brown, touchdown, 29-26. Ravens win. Ravens win.
Yeah, wow. Well, Ben Roethlisberger had 3 touchdowns on the day. This one to Jericho Cottre, 16 yards, put Pittsburgh in the lead, but Ryan Tannehill brings the Dolphins back. Look at the effort by Charles Clay, breaking tackles. He gets into the end zone. 3 touchdowns by Ryan Tannehill. Dolphins win 31-28.
And the cluster bomb. The Kansas City Chiefs got back to their winning ways. Dexter McCluster. Slip, slide. They normally sent the return to their sideline.
Snow everywhere.
The Redskins didn't get my memo in time, so he took it back 74 yards, JB, into the end zone, 31-0 at this point. Clinton Dim says, I'm going to give you a run for the money for Special Teams Player of the Week. 95 yards later, JB, he hits his head on the goalpost. RG3 will talk about his relationship with Shanahan. Shanahan will discuss his relationship with Snyder.
Some things are allowed to happen, and we can cut a lot of the stuff out, and it's not being cut out. So I don't know what else I can do about that.
It's not the right time or place to talk about my relationship with Dan Snyder, or it's not the right time and place to talk about something that happened a year ago. I'll get a chance to talk to Dan at the end of the season, and I'll give him some viewpoints from me. I'm sure he'll give me his thoughts on what direction we'll go. And so we'll communicate that at the proper time.
Well, needless to say, that's a mess down in Washington, guys. Geno Smith, 16 of 25, 219 yards. This touchdown pass to Jeremy Curley just off the injured list. And, of course, Geno runs for 50 yards. And this touchdown, the Jets somehow have won 6 games this season, 37-27 over the Oakland Raiders.
But look at this, guys. This is football weather right here. You've got to love that. Look at the fans right there in Philly. They're loving it.
You're a polar bear.
Right there. I'll tell you who loved it was LaShawn McCoy. He had a franchise record, 217 yards on the day, 2 touchdowns. This 57-yarder. Detroit had 7 fumbles on the day, losing 3 of them as Philly wins big.
All right, Matt Flynn, can you rescue the Packers season? Yes, you can. 24-32, 258 yards, 1 touchdown pass right there. Green Bay goes to 6-1, a huge game set up for Monday night between the Cowboys and the Bears.
And you see here the final Tampa 27-6. E.J. Manuel had 4 interceptions.
And here's Colin Kaepernick to Vernon Davis right there. And now they are able to take the lead, pending an extra point, 17-14.
What a battle going on there out in San Francisco. All right, folks, when you come back, the Verizon Halftime Report will continue after this.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Never be without football. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile from Verizon.
A journey begins, driven by drama, fueled by destiny. As each team navigates their own unique map towards college basketball's ultimate destination. The road to the Final Four all season long on CBS Sports.
Get the Verizon Halftime Report, live online every Sunday, only from Verizon. Visit cbssports.com/Verizon.
We make 60 minutes of play something to remember.
We make it fun for everyone. We make 60 minutes of play a day our top priority.
Hey, JJ, can I go long?
Go long. That's my move. Hop on the bus at NFLRush.com.
Why do we love football? Thousands of people have shared their stories for a chance to win the trip of a lifetime to Super Bowl 48. NFL Films is proud to present 10 finalists. Now it's up to you to choose the winners. Watch their stories, vote for your favorite, and help make a dream come true. Vote now at togetherwemakefootball.com.
Never be without football. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile from Verizon. Call ** NFL to download it now. Data rates may apply.
Third quarter is on the way in Denver, and the Broncos will be receiving the second half kick. Tennessee leads at 21-20, and you're watching the NFL on CBS.
The final season of How I Met Your Mother continues Monday, 8/7 Central. TV's most heart-pounding survival challenge returns with twice the fear.
It appears to be directly above us.
Naked and Afraid, a two-couple 2-hour event tonight at 8 on Discovery.
One of the best, most talented teams I've ever faced in the National Football League.
Houston was on the fast track to the Super Bowl.
We're a team of destiny. We're going to take this thing.
But off the field, they faced tragedy and turmoil.
It was a house of cards, just waiting for that one card to get pulled away.
And dissension in the ranks.
That's Buddy Ryan taking a swing at Kevin Gilbride.
Ultimately led to their demise.
We were a mess. We needed therapy so bad.
Houston 93, a football life, all new Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Enjoy your riches, lads! Today, you fight for your lives. You'll all be dead, mate. Raise the black flag, lads!
Assassin's Creed 4, available now, rated mature.
Sunday's not over until it's final. Our experts wrap up the battle for first in the NFC South with highlights and analysis you won't find anywhere else.
Cam is playing exceptional.
NFL Game Day Final tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, live on NFL Network.
TV's most heart-pounding survival challenge returns with twice the fear.
It appears to be directly above us.
Naked and Afraid, a two-couple 2-hour event tonight at 8 on Discovery.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Hey, Adam, we're going down on the field to throw the ball around. You want to go with us? Oh, I'm going to pass.
NFL Monday QB, tomorrow at 6:30 on CBS Sports Network.
And so you can see, you're like right here, I can just, check my policy here, add a car, speak to customer service, check on a claim, all with the tap of my Geico app.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, I would disagree with you, but that would make me a liar.
No, dude, you're on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, I pretty much walked into that one.
Geico, anywhere, anytime. Just a tap away on the Geico app.
Boy, Matt Prater got this play stirred with his field goal. Sights and sounds here in Denver. Peyton Manning did as well with a couple of touchdown passes in the first half. Football like you've never heard it, presented to you by Sonos. And it'll be Baronis and the Titans kicking to Omar Bolden to start the second half. Late points by the Broncos, plus the first possession of the third quarter coming up. Oh, Bolden unable to grasp it for a while, and somehow manages to take it out to the 20. Tennessee leads it. I know it's kind of, you forget that after the field goal right at halftime by Prater, but how about this second half? What are we going to see here?
Well, I know Tennessee's got to open it up on the offensive side, come up with some plays, be very aggressive, because Peyton Manning, look, the numbers lie. He's been much sharper than the numbers say, throwing the football on target with power in this cold weather. So, and you said it, 10 points, the nightmare against this. Let him have at the end of the first half, the start of the second.
Throwing here on first down to Decker. And he's now 25 out of 39 for the game for 230. He had 219 in the first half. Shonn Greene had a couple of touchdowns. Peyton with a touchdown toss to Welker, one to Julius Thomas. The Titans in that first half had a 95-yard kick return to the 3 by Leon Washington. All kinds of big plays. And of course, the all-time field goal by Prater, as Moreno has 4.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like to play defense against this offense. a good offensive line, 4 or 5 really big-time weapons to throw the football to. You're trying to diagnose all the plays that he could run against you, and now he's thrown the football close to 40 times.
No Welker out here to start the second half as Moreno on 2nd and 7 gets within a couple of a first down. That's a gain of 5.
I think the thing I took out of the first half, the big plays by the Titans, and the accuracy of Peyton Manning throwing the football.
Wait, I thought he couldn't throw the football in cold weather.
Well,
that's all I've read all week long.
Yeah, well,
everybody just had it as an absolute foregone conclusion.
You know, look, even the New England game, and when I watched it the second time, it changed my opinion. I said, wow, when he had to throw it in the wind and cold, he got it done.
3rd and 2. And a little short toss, all it needed to Demaryius Thomas to pick up a first down. And we receive word now that Welker did in fact suffer a concussion. That's the 2nd one this season for Welker, and he will not be returning today. And of course they have the short turnaround. They play Thursday night here against San Diego, so I think it would be very unlikely he'd be back for that game.
Yeah, that's you know, you talk about this offense, the slot receiver is a big deal. And that slot receivers, Wes Welker now becomes Jacob Tamme. Of course, Peyton Manning knows him well, has great rapport with him.
They were in Indianapolis together.
That's right.
You saw the graphic. They've run 30 more plays than the Titans so far. 1st and 10. Down the field, wide open. Decker, incomplete. But a flag back at about the 40. And then a second flag as Pollard came headhunting again.
The fact that Decker had to go inside instead of outside, that brought Pollard into the play.
Well, there's 2 separate flags here. There's one at about the 40 where Decker was trying to get away from Burner, and then there's the one on the contact by Pollard. There's one flag there.
Oh, Pollard, I don't know why they called it. That is just a shoulder bump.
Yeah, he led with the shoulder here.
And the first flag, it could be against Eric Decker.
There are 2 fouls on the play against the defense. Holding, number 20, that penalty is declined. Personal foul, number 31, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, that's a tough call, and I understand why they throw it. They're always going to err on the side of being cautious. And it's because he hits him with the shoulder, and I guess when you see that, Jim, you can't tell the helmets. But that's a good, safe hit.
Was he defenseless?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He hit him with the shoulder,
yep.
And it wasn't to the neck or head area. So Bernard Pollard right away. And also, you know, Eric Decker, really good and sly. You know, he's got a nice little move, that little push-off. And I thought he was very aggressive in the second move, trying to go down the field against Verner.
Andre Caldwell comes in for Decker. Ball at the Titans 42. And again, way down the field, open man, caught at the 10, Demaryius Thomas, who has been all season long a second half of the game sensation.
Beautiful accuracy down the field, and I've said it, it's just the body movement of Peyton Manning. Quarterbacks watch it. Here's what you do. You don't stand back there like you're all stiff. You see the movement with the hands, the body, so it keeps him in rhythm, and that's why he can let the body go and drop those balls in down the field right on target. That's about 8 of them in the last 2 games, Jim. We've seen them all.
That goes for 38. Thomas, huge numbers all year in the second half. 1st and goal. And Manning fires it. Touchdown, Denver, and it's Demaryius Thomas. You may have seen that little glance and shake of the head looking back at Manning at the line of scrimmage. Those two had something up their sleeve, and it's a touchdown and Denver's first lead of the game.
I think it's kind of what he wanted when he got mad at Demaryius Thomas. In the flat, could have had it here. He's open, but when you're not open on the initial move, run the back end zone line. That is a tough spot to cover for defenses. How about that shot by Manning again? He drove it in there. You know, I'm not going I told you so. I'm going by what I've been seeing in this arm. He rested himself on on Wednesdays, and you can see the freshness in his arm the last couple of weeks.
That's 17 points in less than 5 minutes of clock action going back to the end of the first half. Demaryius Thomas, his 38-yarder, set it up, and then he finished it off for the lead.
You know things will always change, so you need an airline that can change a ticket without charging a fee. An airline that does more and asks less. Where you need to be is just as important to us as it is to you. Hassle-free ticket changes. Just one of the many little things we can do to roll with you. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Let's do it.
This Tuesday, bring home the #1 action movie on Blu-ray. Fast and Furious 6 Extended Edition. Only Tuesday on Blu-ray. A portion of proceeds will benefit Paul Walker's Reach Out Worldwide charity.
Hi, honey. Did you get the toaster cozy?
Yep, got all the cozies.
With new FedEx One rate, I could fill a box and ship it for one flat rate. So I knit until it was full.
Be crazy not to.
Is that Nana?
FedEx One rate. Simple flat rate shipping with the reliability of FedEx.
Chevy year-end events, great time to buy an all-new Silverado.
This interior is incredible.
And that nav is perfect for my long trips up north this time of year.
Oh, how far up north?
Akron.
Akron's nice.
Chevy's giving more. This holiday season, Chevy's giving more during the calendar year-end event. Trade up to the all-new 2014 Silverado All-Star V6 for a total value of $52.50. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Is there a crack in the alliance of three?
Tyson said you're a puppy on his leash. They better stay corrected. I am the swing vote.
New Survivor Wednesday and the season finale CBS next Sunday.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Demaryius Thomas had 3 catches in the first half. He had 3 on that drive. Only Pierre Garçon has caught more passes this year in the third and fourth quarters, but Demaryius has more yardage in the second half, more touchdowns. He leads the league in yards after the catch, and he just comes alive after halftime.
Just think if Demaryius Thomas, now look, he's been terrific the last 2 years. If he had 10 or 12 years with Peyton Manning, he could break all the records for receivers because he has honed his skills and he has immense physical talent.
No question. Peyton Manning has developed him, helped him develop into one of the real stud receivers as Leon Washington stays on his feet to get almost to the 30. Looked like he'd be down at about the 20. Manning now at 276 and 3 touchdowns and with the lead.
Guys, this is my cousin Raj.
Hey boys, I just saved a ton of cash with my State Farm discount double check. So the brats are on me. Oh, geez.
Crazy dream.
Easy. You're gonna wreck Bob's dream. By the way, how's that sausage pillow?
Delicious, good, spectacular.
Save with the discount double check today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
It's been an interesting 48 hours.
Fine, 45 Windsor Place.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
Would you like a ride?
What on you?
Pull back on the yoke.
Come on, baby!
Okay, go now. Call 911.
We found a key in your stomach.
I think that ferret's mine.
Мой хорек.
Whatever you do in 48 hours, Droid does. It's not a toy, it's a droid.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Bank of America. And by Kelley Blue Book. Everything you need to make a smart new car decision is at kbb.com.
Well, they've got a